Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Command. Hope everyone had a fantastic weekend. Excited to jump back into things with you today on Monday, March 5th, 2018. Appreciate everyone who has been subscribing to the channel and those of you who jumped into the live stream this weekend. If you've been a subscriber, been liking the videos, be sure to hit that bell notification. Hope to do more of those live streams here in the future. Today we have a few topics to cover, one being some of the major price action that we have seen in the past 24 hours, one of those being rumors flying around Ripple, and then we will move into another big mover, Zilliqa, and then finally we will wrap up with a closer look at the price action in Bitcoin. So overall we see the markets sitting at 470 billion. If we look broadly at the top 10 coins, we see a lot of green here. But what's interesting is we are seeing some coins in that are double-digit gainers. If we rank the top 100 coins by their price action in the last 24 hours, we do see quite a few that have double-digit gains. Today, I'm going to be focusing on Ripple and Zilliqa. So first of all, what's been going on with Ripple so that the price is back above $1 after it's been sitting right in the 88 cent to 90 cent range for quite some time? Well, it mainly has to do with this conversation that's going to happen on CNBC's Fast Money on Tuesday, where the Coinbase president and Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, are going to be on the show and being discussing crypto. Certainly, CNBC's Fast Money has been covering crypto with increasing interest, but the fact that Coinbase and Ripple are going to have major players in the same place at the same time has fueled speculation once again that Ripple will be added to Coinbase. And so that is the biggest rumor mill that is driving the price of XRP right now, and it will be interesting to see if this actually is an announcement relative to XRP being added to Coinbase, or if something will be announced shortly before or after this happens. There's definitely been news that Coinbase has been expanding their team pretty significantly, and so there are a lot of rumors that the growth in the Coinbase team is to support the addition of new coins, not just like Ripple, but others as well, especially with Robinhood supporting as many coins as they are. I can't remember what the exact number is, but somewhere between a dozen and 14 will be added over time, and those have all been listed. It wouldn't be surprising to see Coinbase coming out and trying to get things added to their platform sooner rather than later. So all in all, Ripple, no significant change to the actual product itself driving this increase in price, but rather it is all being fueled on these rumors. Moving over to Binance. So what's been going on for a while is that there has been the community vote for a coin to add to Binance, and the winner has been announced a few hours ago, and that winner is Zilliqa, symbol ZIL. So this is the big winner out of a number of coins that were considered in the competition. Really, the biggest announcement that comes out of this is this sentence right here. We have taken a very serious stance against vote manipulation and voided candidates that were found to have openly violated these principles. So we'll touch on that again in a second. But first of all, let's focus on Zilliqa. So this looks like an exciting project that is added to Binance at this point. So Zilliqa is not a well-known project, but it has some interesting technology on the scaling front. So they are calling it, if you go to the Zilliqa webpage, a next-gen high-throughput blockchain platform. So what does that mean? What is Zilliqa? If you go to their FAQ page, Zilliqa is the world's first high-throughput public blockchain designed to scale to thousands of transactions per second. This team has been working on this project for quite some time. If we actually take a look at the team themselves, I'm not going to go into all the individuals, but you can see that they have built out quite a broad team, brought in the developers that you would expect to see on a successful project. These guys have been working on this project for a couple of years now and are really starting to see this come to the forefront and have developed a pretty novel technology on the scaling front. The biggest thing that Zilliqa is trying to accomplish in comparison to a lot of the scaling solutions that we are seeing with Lightning for Bitcoin and other solutions that are being used for projects like Ethereum and for Neo, a lot of those are off-chain solutions, which are certainly good solutions for these blockchains that have already been designed and need something to be able to move from just handling a handful of transactions per second. But what Zilliqa is trying to do is be able to handle thousands of transactions per second. So if we go back to the homepage, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom here, and currently Zilliqa is running their testnet. And so they are posting the results of their latest testnet run. These are nodes that are built on their testnet using Amazon Web Services. The last time that they ran a test, they had almost 2,500 transactions per second. So this is based on the number of nodes that they're using on Amazon Web Services. It's something called shards. So I'm going to go over to just a brief overview, not going to get into the tech in too much detail. They have an outstanding white paper that I highly recommend you read if you are at all interested in this project. But the idea of this network sharding is how they are actually able to do thousands of transactions in parallel on chain. So this is a scaling solution. This could be a different solution for lots of different projects. They have tossed out the idea of different dApps that could be built on top of their blockchain. So the idea, network sharding. So what they are trying to do is divide their network into subgroups. That's what they are calling shards, where each shard runs the consensus protocol. And so when they are able to do that, they can then combine the output from each shard and reach a consensus on it. So this is pretty interesting tech if you really get into the details of it. I can cover this in more detail if that would be of interest to anyone. Let me know in the comments below. Maybe we will focus on this project more. But right now, I'm just focusing on the broad overview. And if you look at the actual roadmap, zoom in here a little bit for you, we can see that they've been working on this testnet here in Q1 of 2018. Smart contracts in Q2 is what they are planning. They will have a second version of the testnet in Q3 with the goal of reaching their mainnet in Q3 2018. So this is the roadmap that they have for 2018. Pretty much the stage that you would expect for a project like this. So overall, of course, getting listed on Binance, one of the major exchanges, has had tremendous moves for the price action of Zilliqa. So let's circle back to the sentence that we saw here on the Binance announcement. We are taking a very serious stance against vote manipulation. So the vote manipulation was really driven by two projects that were trying to get their full community behind it, trying to get everyone to vote for them to be added onto Binance. The first one was Elastos. Very interesting project, looks very legit, not going to go into too much detail on it, but almost unnecessarily they were trying to pump their coin to get it listed. And so now, because it was not listed, you're seeing the negative impact on the price. And so it just goes back to illustrate how much influence it can still have on price to be listed on an exchange. That's the full topic. That's what we're seeing in Ripple. That's what we're seeing in Zilliqa. And it can have a negative effect if price is being, if that's being included, if being included on an exchange is included in the price, then if it doesn't end up on that exchange, it's going to have a negative effect on price. And that's exactly what happened with Elastos. And there was another coin that had this going on, and that was WePower. WePower is a relatively interesting project in the energy sector, but look at how dramatic the price is here on WePower. It's down 16%. So we're almost seeing the exact opposite in price action on WePower compared to what we're seeing on Zilliqa. It really just kind of fell off when this announcement was made. So it's unfortunate for these coins that the inclusion on Binance was being pumped into the price, but solid projects nonetheless. But Zilliqa now on Binance, could this be a catalyst for Zilliqa coming a little more mainstream? That's something we'll have to see, but definitely interesting. So now let's move over to the price of Bitcoin, something we've been following for some time now, where we have been breaking out. I'm looking at the daily chart on Coinbase, where you can see this line of resistance that we've been following just below 11,600. And interestingly, this is pretty much exactly where we see the price of Bitcoin right now. So you can see that we've had these green candles tracking up toward this price of resistance. And if we zoom in, you can see that it's really just stalled out here. I'm going to zoom in to the 4-hour, and you can see that as we've come into this yellow line, the same yellow line that we've been following for weeks now, you can see that as these green candles hit this point of resistance, just got rejected there a little bit. It's bouncing back off, so would not be surprised to see this come back down. Let's actually just zoom in if we can find this on the short-term 5 minutes. Yeah, you can actually see right in here, right as it hit the yellow line, just bounced back off. So we can see the full picture here of the window. I'm going to go back to the 4-hour. What I've drawn in is a dotted line here that should provide some support right around 10,300. Would not be surprised to see the price of Bitcoin trade within this window for the next couple of days. But all in all, the price of Bitcoin, the fact that it is supporting these levels is positive. As we've seen this trend line, as we've moved through the downward trend line, back trying to move back up, we have seen a pickup in volume, so that's all positive. But it would make a little bit of sense to see things come back a little bit before we try to test going through the 11,600 again. So overall, that's the update for today, guys. Hope this is helpful. If you like videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel, give this video a like, and until next time, thanks for watching Crypto Command.